I was homeless, technically actually homeless, checking into a shelter homeless. So people have this, you're homeless, so you're automatically in this one category of you must have did something really awful in your life to end up there. And I did. Alcohol is my gateway drug. I probably done everything. Cocaine, sniffing Ritalin. I mean, just weird shit that nobody would like. If you looked at me, you would never expect it. Never. This was my outlet. This was where I felt comfortable. I always wanted to try something new, something that made me feel other than myself. I think the tipping point was I was in a bad relationship. He was also a drug user and just kind of enabled me, but at the same time would be like, I want you to get clean, so I'm going to do this in the other room, but I want you to be off drugs. He beat me up really bad a few times over finding out that I was on drugs again. But the last time that he did it really just scared me enough. He slapped me so hard that my ears were ringing. I just remember being all I heard was this high-pitched ringing, and he's in my face, shouting me, grabbing me, and then he just dragging me like I'm some kind of animal or rag doll or something, just throwing me around. That was the night I completely lost all respect, and that's not the first time he did that. It's just the most extreme that it ever got. To me, after that, he was disgusting. And that kind of actually killed my love of getting high also, because it was such a bad experience. But I would never say he's the one that got me clean. Going into rehab, I was a fucking mess. Getting out, I said, okay, don't do drugs one day, I'm good. I made it past the first day. Okay, now I'm not going to complain about anything. I'm not going to complain about this situation. I'm just going to work my way out of it. You don't have to complain about everything. You have this room here, you have this space. Yes, it's a small space, but it's a space for you and your children to reconnect. When I was using, it was not a situation where my son was welcome. So it's I kind of hid him from my world. And I never wanted to do something like that again to him. I never wanted him to feel left out ever again. So I just figured if I stay clean, if I show him that I'm going to show up for him and I will always be there, then he'll be okay. Shion too,
Oh! Mommy,
What?
he hit me in the head with the mirror.
I think that's so important that they bond. They have different dads, so it's they don't go to the same place when they go with their dads.
Hey.
One more. One more. Hey! One more kiss. Okay. All right now. All right. We'll see you tomorrow. Good night.
Good night.
You know what? You're scared. That's all it is. Just stop being negative. It's gonna happen. I have faith in you that you're gonna do this and you're gonna do it the right way. There's nothing that possibly can go wrong. What can go wrong? You have one more week, girl. What can go wrong in a week? You gotta go venture to your own, and you gotta make it yours.
And I keep having these thoughts we just
I'm
walk
not
to the
even-
store and I'm like, oh, the buses aren't gonna run
Girl,
like this
cut it
over
out.
there.
Are you really? And what happens is you just gotta get used to the bus over there.
Yeah. I have to forgive myself. Yes, I did those things, but at the same time, I'm getting better. I'm not as sick anymore, And as long as I continue to be clean, I can try and forgive myself at least for some of the stuff. There's plenty of kids who have moms that are out here using drugs and they're all fucked up. The next generation is all fucked up. I want it to stop with me. I don't want my kids to ever ever be on drugs. I know they're going to experiment at some point, but hopefully by then I will have some wise words for him. Hopefully, especially young John, hopefully he'll just see that I turned my life around, because he knew what it was before. I don't want him to have a mom that goes back to using. That would be completely disappointing. He just started socializing better with other kids, like just now, and he's 6 years old. If I wasn't on drugs for like half of his life, he would be completely different.
Candy wrapper on my floor.
I don't know. That wasn't me. That was him.
Yeah, it better not be any of my children. Close. Did you do this?
Yeah. Sorry.
Okay, that's nice, but you should tell me when it happens.
Mommy.
And I accept your apology, buddy.
Don't.
Okay. Can I see? I want to see what you see.
Okay. Can I see two
Oh,
guys?
that's cool. Yeah, show your brother. Love you. Oh my God, they hung up again. Man, I guess he just doesn't want to talk. Okay.
Hello?
Come on, Chai-Do. Good job. Excuse me. A bedtime tale.
I always was so concerned. How does this person feel about me? What do they think about me? What are they saying about me? These are the thoughts that went through my head as a kid going through school. So I don't want him to have the same thoughts and then turn to something like drugs, turn to something like a gang, like get in with the wrong people, just anything like that. I just want him to be conscious of the fact, well, these kids might be doing this, but I'm over here doing this other thing that's cool. You know, be a leader, don't be a follower. That's all I want them to do, really.
Wake
No.
up.
Shh.
Wake up, wake up.
No. Shh.
Wake up, wake up, wake up.
S is for stubborn when I won't do what I'm asked. T is for tired when I fall asleep fast. Oh.
I don't love you.
Okay. Oh, yeah, right. I love you.
But I don't love you.
Yeah, okay. I don't believe you. Okay. Yep, that's good.
What about the space? How do you feel,
Oh my God, I love it. I can't even lie. I love it. Like, this is really a big blessing for me, honestly.
It's great.
Yeah.
I think we're good for today.
Yes. Yes, I don't think I can talk anymore about myself.